So most of us today have heard about electronic cigarettes, and it's a new trend that's been around for about 10 years. It contains a electronic form of a cigarette that you use with vapor liquid, and it turns it into a vapor with heat. And like I said, they've been around for about 10 years now, and a lot of people have been using this as an alternative to smoking cigarettes. And this has been really promoted as a safer alternative to smoking cigarettes. The thing about this is, while people say it's safer, the FDA does not actually have any regulations on electronic cigarettes at all, or the liquid that goes to make the electronic cigarettes. The liquid that makes up the electronic cigarettes is actually formed, according to the New York Times. It's a nicotine extracted from tobacco and tinctured with a cocktail of flavorings, colorings, and assorted chemicals. These flavorings have many doctors and parents concerned that children under the age of 18 are going to be accessing these because of the good flavors and fun times. The flavor of the vaping, oh jeez, no. The flavor of the vaping liquid comes from a list of ingredients that contains propylene glycol, which is found in hairspray, glycerol, which is like sugar, Oriental tobacco absolute, flavoring essence of tobacco, acetylpyrazine, methyl butyric acid, water, among other things to make up the full flavor. But the harmful part of it is liquid nicotine, which is the worst part. It's basically extracted from tobacco, and it's one of the most potentially naturally occurring toxins that we have, according to Mr. Cottrell, speaking about nicotine. And he's the director of San Diego Division of California Poison Control System and a professor of pharmacy at the University of California, San Francisco. And some people are misusing the electronic cigarettes and freebasing nicotine. Essentially, they're not mixing anything with their liquid nicotine, and it's really, really, really bad for you. The liquid nicotine is really poisonous, and it causes a lot of cases of, like, if you get the liquid on your skin, it causes a lot of cases of toxicity and sickness. A lot of children have undergone this and ended up very sick. And then, like, the FDA has not been regulating any of this, any of the ingredients that go into the electronic cigarette liquid. And because of this, the ingredients on the label of the liquid may not be what's actually inside that liquid. Kind of like supplemental drinks. Many tests of the liquid come up with different results than what's actually on the label. And the FDA is currently debating with electronic cigarette companies about what they're going to, about regulations. And the one thing they're not doing is they're testing everything that goes into the vapor liquid, but they're not actually testing what comes out of it, which the heat combustion may actually change the chemicals that's in the vapor itself. And then the last point here is just that children can easily get this because you can get it online. You can get all the nicotine liquid online. You can get everything to make it online. You can just buy the nicotine liquid. It's a vapor online and already flavored. It gives children under 18 access to nicotine. And some parents are even turning to electronic cigarettes as an alternative to tobacco for their children, kind of as a last resort. And really, it's neither one's either better, so they're just kind of trading one vice for another for their kids because they don't know what to do anymore. But like I said, the ingredients aren't regulated. It's a public risk for people to be inhaling, constantly putting things in their lungs that they don't know what actually could contain. And liquid nicotine is a very toxic substance, and that's the main chemical in these products. They attract the children with flavor. Electronic cigarettes should never be considered safer at this point because no one really knows what they do. It's definitely an alternative to smoking, but a lot of people are trying to quit with them and all of that fun stuff. So it's definitely not something that should be considered safe at this point in time. And the users of electronic cigarettes should not use this product under the facade that it is safe, because the effects of the ingredients are unknown, and the liquid nicotine alone is a toxic enough substance to almost kill you.